It's not every day you get to say a tyre saved my life, but when the police closed off the roads for us in Croatia and I was following a couple of TT riders flat out, all I can say is thank you T33s, you saved my life. When Bridgestone launched the T33 this year, they knew they had to do one thing, and one thing was they had to give us better durability. And the T33 is a sports touring tyre, so the word touring sort of suggests it needs a bit of durability. And fortunately, I was asked to go on this launch, and the launch was in Croatia. Why Croatia? I've no idea, but I'm so glad we did. The coastal roads are fantastic. In Croatia, we were hoping for a sun, but also a bit of rain. Because to test a tyre, ideally you need dry conditions and you need wet conditions. Well, we didn't get any rain, but we got lots of dry, sunny days. Well, since we didn't have any wet roads to ride on, I'll stick to dry. And since a lot of them were taken at speed and a lot of different circumstances, I'm just going to focus on the point where the police decided they were going to close off the coastal road for us. Let me describe the coastal road to you. It's spectacular. It's sinewy, it's like a serpent's tail. Lots of concentric bends, lots of bends to tighten up on you as well. Lots of long, fast straights. So we were able to give these tyres a really good rip in. First thing we all done was traction control off. This wasn't a test of electronics, it was a test of the tyres. So with traction control off and a couple of TT riders alongside me to pace me, off we went. And I've got to say, yeah, I was riding at the extent of my limit. I was riding at the edge where, you know, big massive smile, but also, oh, I hope we don't go any faster on these. But what I can say is the performance of the tyre, I didn't even notice the tyre. And that is probably the biggest endorsement I can give them for the speeds we were riding over the terrain we were riding on as well. Well done T33s, I'm still here to give this presentation. We had 2 full days of riding, but I'm not sure how many miles we've done. Let's say about 400 miles. But that's no way to test the durability of a tyre. And Bridgestone knew they had to do something to upgrade the T32 with its longevity. So what they had on display back at the hotel were a pair of tyres which had been ridden for 10,000 kilometers. That's about 6,200 miles. And looking at them, you know, personally speaking, and I'm quite nerdy with my tyres, I like to change them early rather than later. And looking at these tyres, there's no way would I have thought they were anywhere near changing. And that's after 6,200 miles. So I believe Bridgestone. I haven't checked it myself, but they're a world-class company. We know the company involved, and if they tell us that and show us that, then I tend to believe them until proved otherwise. Here's the nerdy bit. The tyre's got 3 different compounds. In the center part, you've got the high wearing. On the shoulders, you've got the grippy. And on the base, you've got the stiff and stability part. T33s also come with what's called a mono stability belts. These are essentially cords that run round the circumference of the tyre. What do? They add to high-speed stability and they give you some damping. We've also got a lot of nanotech involved in these tyres. What nanotech is, I've no idea, but it's at a molecular level and it means they grip to the road better. You've also got silicone compound in these tyres, which means you get good grip in low temperatures and in the wet. Are you going to be able to get T33s for your bike? Well, there's a huge range of them. I'm not going to go through all the different sizes right here. They're going to be here somewhere. Somebody will do that for me. But yeah, you can get them for a GS right the way down to a Honda Hornet. There's a huge range of sizes. That's all well and good. We've got the durability, we've got the handling, and we've got the performance on road. But how much do they cost? Well, you're going to get a pair, front and rear, for about £250-ish. And I say 250-ish because there's always deals on. I think the retail price is 258, but I've seen them around for 250-ish pound. So not bad for a world-class tyre. So in summary, what do I think of the new Bridgestone Battlax T33 Sports Tourer? Geez, that's a name, eh? Well, I think the experience I had in Croatia was magnificent. The performance of the tyres was faultless, absolutely faultless. The price is reasonable. The price is good value for a world-class tyre. So would I buy one? Sure will. I was out in the launch, but I've got a couple of colleagues here, Billy and James, who have actually spent more time on the T33s than myself, and you can check it out on the video which Bill and James done, which is all on the NC500 up in Scotland. You can find that video on our YouTube channel.